This is Maginoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, the Disappointing. Um, this is the video where we take a look at what's the good of the week, the bad, and the disappointing. And I don't think there'll be maybe one surprise and two maybe not so surprises. All right, let's get on with the good. This is Spider-Man Woman number 5. This was just, granted, I don't have kids or anything, but the monologue that Jessica gave about having a kid to me just seemed exactly what I've heard from people who have kids, and how it's like she's going like, there used to be a time where I would just spend time in the park drinking coffee for hours. I'd go to a movie whenever I want to. And then now I can't do that because my life is over because I have a child, baby, who cries and needs things. But I'm very happy that I have that, and I wouldn't ever want to replace that. So all of this was great, and I just love her expression over here in the very first panel. It just kind of says everything. And then the rest of this whole issue here is basically an issue about growth, in the sense she has to go from, I have a baby, I'm fearful that the baby's going to die at a moment's notice, and I'm a superhero, but yet now I can't be a superhero because I have a baby, and if I die, then I made the baby an orphan. But yet, my job is being a hero. So it goes through all of this type of emotions, and they do it in such a really good way. And this was just a really, really fun read. There's some entertaining spots in it. Highly recommend. Granted, I dogged this book before this thing came out, and this is one of the books I can gladly say I'm very pleased with. Every issue that's come out. For me, they would almost always be the book of the week because there's always been something about each issue that's been really good, and I would highly recommend picking up the trade if you haven't already started this series. It's really worth it, especially if you're looking for something that's a superhero book that's different. Something that's not always, like the Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom, or the Avengers versus the Masters of Evil type nonsense. This is a totally different take on being a hero, and this would be perfect for people who are looking to get into comics but want something a little different too. Okay, the bad. Actually, we can just do the bad and disappointing together, because to me it's the same thing, and that is these two Inhuman books. Now, to me, the Inhumans went through a couple different stages. It went through, wow, this was cool, to, oh, this is getting really bad, to, okay, they're relaunching it, oh wow, it's cool again, and then it sputters, and then it's just dying. Um, Basically, with the Uncanny Inhumans, they're dealing with the Quiet Room, and there's all these disturbances that are happening, and then various Inhumans have to settle these disputes. And to me, it's just like, this was all handled. The Quiet Room was handled in Secret Wars, so it's like, why are we going back to this so quickly? Why don't we just take these characters and go in a different direction, and be a superhero book type thing, or whatever, because whatever it is right now, it's not really moving anywhere. Especially when you have something going on with Inhumans versus mutants, with the Mist killing off mutants. It's barely even addressing that, and it's a shame. This one, All New Inhumans addresses it briefly when they go to the Asian country where there's the ruler who's being like North Korean leader, and then he's being a jerk, and they're investigating. But here it's like, now they go to China, and it's like there is a um, um, statue, so to speak, that falls out of the sky, and Spider-Man calls in the Inhumans for help to figure out what this thing is. And the way the Chinese heroes arrive, it's just, I don't know. To me, it's just kind of like, eh. And one guy, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even exaggerating. And when I actually saw this, it really turned me off completely, and you'll see why. Any fan of the anime manga One Punch Man. That is Saitama right there to the T. Other than his cape is a little bit different, and obviously Saitama doesn't use animals to do his bidding. That's his costume. And I'm just like, really? Like, you couldn't come up with something different? Or did you have to make him bald, have to make him more yellow, and think you're clever? You know, I'm like, Jesus. Horrible. Those two are just, they're just, you know, to me, it seems like, you know, if the Inhumans are going to be this big push in the future, you're doing a shitty job. And if anything, you're just going to lose readers. You're going to lose interest. And then you're going to have to do another big push when it comes time for the movie. And by then, nobody's going to care. Because they're already going to have enough bad taste in their mouth. You know, so do a freaking good job and get this book going. This is crap so far. I mean, this is, in honesty, this is DC level writing right here. Anyways, that's my good and bad disappointing. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Let me know what your good, your bad, your disappointing was for the week. Like, share, and we'll have some more stuff later. So until next time.